Look, we're delighted with the win. Again, wasn't perfect. A few clunky bits, like I said last week, but it's good to be winning and have bits to improve as well. So yeah, we're delighted with that. Glad we could get our hands on the Doddy Cup.
All those lead to Paris now?
Yeah, look, that's our next focus. Obviously, weekend off next weekend, so not everyone will be in together, but we've spoken there just about making sure we're recovering well, getting all our prep right, making sure we're in the best possible shape so that come France week we're ready to hit the ground running again.
With him in your team, you must think that anything is possible. The skill set that he has is just unbelievable.
Yeah, look, Finn's a world-class player, and we know that if we as a team perform well, that we give ourselves a platform to allow him to play his best rugby, then we've got guys that he can put into space there. They're going to finish opportunities. So yeah, it's like you say, he is great, but it's also a team effort. Like, we've got to put him in position and give him the stuff that he thrives on. So yeah, look, it's very much a team effort, and I think we're in a good place. Like I say, we've got plenty to improve on, but like the first half, I think we could have executed a wee bit better. But yeah, look, we're delighted with that win, and yeah, on to Paris.
How significant is it to finally got those back-to-back wins under your belt?
Significant, yeah. Like, look, I'm glad that we backed up a good performance in Twickenham. Yeah, we'd been questioned on that before, like, could we back it up, and we hadn't done it in the past. But that was our main kind of theme throughout the week, that we needed to perform. We wanted consistency, and I'll keep hammering it home. Like, a successful tournament for us is 5 good performances. So that's 2 ticked off. 2 that there's big areas of improvement as well. So I think we improved on England last week, so we'll be looking to improve again going into France.
Jamie, what did you think you did right in getting on the right side of the referee and inducing a big penalty count from Wales?
I think we just put them under pressure. Look, we knew that if we stuck to our game, that we could create opportunities, and often when a team's under pressure, then discipline tends to slip. Like, we knew that they wanted to kind of turn it into a bit of a messy game. I think that's what you saw last year down there. It turned into a bit of a messy affair, and that we knew that if we stayed out of that and played our game, that we'd create opportunities and put them under pressure.
At half time it looked pretty close, Wales within striking range, and a chance in the last move of the first half to potentially go ahead. So how did you turn things around after the break?
It wasn't too much change. It was just do what we were doing, but do it better. I think we spoke about bringing energy, bringing accuracy, and being ruthless was a theme that we spoke about before the game as well. Like, when there were swings of momentum, making sure we won that next moment, and then when we had the momentum, making sure we finished it off and used it.
I think the threats that Finn has around him set up opportunities, and he made very good decisions on what opportunities to take. I thought our wingers held their width really well, and Finn's kick into them was excellent. I thought the midfielders just offer a really good dual threat of passing and running. There's no kicking from them this week, but I think Hugh did have 1 kick, but the ability to put passes in to get the wingers free, but also run hard yourself. Then that forces the defence to have to mark people outside of Finn, and then if you do that, if you take your eye off him, he'll take those seams in the defence and he'll put other people in holes.
He plays in France, so going to be added to his game that couple of weeks' time as well, bad for the occasion.
Yep. Playing in France doesn't help as well because he's got to play next week. So I think we'll see where we are when we get into the France week. He'll have a game next week, and he'll be full of confidence going into that game. But we just hope we have a full bill of health when we get that group together a week on Sunday.
Gregor, you had a good start last week, but you've scored 5 tries, you put 35 points from Wales, and it's the first time you've won your 2 opening matches in the Six Nations. Does today feel like a bit of a statement win from your team?
No, it feels like an improved performance. It didn't feel like that half time. Felt like very similar to Twickenham, but the second half was improved. So if it was a 7 out of 10 last week, it's moved up to an 8 out of 10, and we'll have to improve again. The next 2 teams we play are ranked 1 and 2 in the world, and we'll have to get up to 9 out of 10 to beat them.
Is there a feeling of momentum and belief in that dressing room that you've maybe not had in your tenure as Scotland head coach?
Yes, and look, momentum carries on until it doesn't, and we've had that a lot of times over the last 6 years. I think there was momentum from November. Like the performance against New Zealand, which we didn't win, was backed up with a really big win against Argentina. So the players are very aware when we get things right in defence and attack, we can stop teams from scoring tries, but we can score tries ourselves. We're a dangerous opponent, and I thought today, I'm sure it won't be commented on much, but our defence to keep Wales to 7 points, our fitness to play with the pace in that second half are big weapons for us. Our attack obviously is causing teams problems. So when you've got all three things, defence, attack, set piece too, but the fitness level, then you're going to be tough to beat.
Can you remember, in your years, can you remember a time when you got as much from the bench as you're getting now?
Oh, well, that's a difficult question, Tom. I think the bench have done really well last week. All of them. They had to come on at different times. Today, Blair came on early, was outstanding. The players came on earlier, so the coach is sitting there getting influenced by what he saw last week and going, let's get these guys on earlier because we know that they're going to improve us or add energy. And we do have players that have played a number of games for us on the bench or can play differently, which is a positive. We also have a number of players that haven't made a 23 that have played very well for us, who have trained really well. So that's another positive, that our training sessions have gone up in quality, but players are going to have to play really well to come into our team and stay in our team.
Gregor, was there particular satisfaction in getting it right against Wales, given that Warren Gatland had not lost to you before, and maybe you've turned in some of your bigger performances against, say, England rather than Wales in recent years?
No, not at all. The satisfaction was giving our crowd a really good day. We were playing for a trophy that meant a lot to us. And it's unusual in this game to play for trophies in the Six Nations. We play for the Calcutta Cup, which is the oldest trophy in the world, and that motivates us. This trophy motivates us now, the Doddie Weir Cup. And I think the internal focus was playing better than we did last week, and we did in the end do that. So we know there's more to come from our group.
And how far have you got your eyes on the World Cup? I mean, obviously there are point prizes to be won in the short term, but how far do you take that medium term into consideration as well?
4 days. 4 days is when the guys come back in, so we'll have to do our work as coaches to review the game, to all get stuck into France preview. So when the players come in on Thursday, we will have a group that stay with us. We have good training sessions Thursday, Friday, then we'll have our whole squad back a week tomorrow for a really good prep into the France game.
How's hockey doing, Gregor?
He's feeling better now. He was blood vision and obviously failed his HIA, so he'll be disappointed not to have been involved in such a win. But he's helped prepare the team, and obviously he was there at the beginning, so he's very much part of the victory. And with concussions, you just have to wait and see how the symptoms go. I don't believe he's had many. He's failed many HIAs in his career. I'll have to get the medics to update me on that. So if he hasn't, then it'll be a 6-day return to play. As we know, the protocols are 12 days if you've had a certain amount of concussions in the past.
Come back to Finn now. Impressed have you been with the way he's come back into the team the last couple of games in general? Yeah, well, in November he played really well against New Zealand and Argentina, and last week he built into the game. And today was something similar. I thought he was really good defensively today. He's a real competitive player. It sometimes comes out in different ways. Often comes out in his defence, his contact clears, things that won't get spotted. I think the things that will get looked at are his offloads and his kicks, which were excellent. But when he's at that level of focus and competitiveness, then he'll deliver a very good performance like he did today.
Wonder Doddie made of that, do you think?
Oh, I'm sure he'd be proud. He would message me before and after games. He would always wish us all the best before a game, and I had a picture of him having a Guinness or a red wine. sitting at home. And if we won, he said it was all down to the coaches after the game, and if we lost, he'd say nothing to do with the coaches. So it was always a nice text to receive from him. And like Kathy's continued that tradition. I know it was a big day for Kathy and the boys, so for them to feel that love that everybody's got for the family, and for the Doddie's legacy to continue, the fundraising legacy. Today was a special day, a milestone day for what Rob's doing with the Doddie Aid for the trophy. So yeah, it was brilliant that we were able to win for them.